Yellow. Are the blue ladies? Watch the run. Watch the run.
Switch. Switch. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
65. Hatchet. 36.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. On 2nd and 9, Luck. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Fournette running right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Check out. 5, 6, 6, 5.
I got you, pop. Four to Mike. Mike.
5, 6, 6, 5.
Luck on first down. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go, Mexico. Blue ball focus.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
Check. Lucky.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
SOS. Mexico. Ground right.
Slam.
12. Hey, zoom.
On first and 10, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
11.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
44 to Mike. Here it comes. Shit.
Attack.
Crunch.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And an alley to run. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline. On 2nd and 15 now. Luck looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 74 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. 13-0 is the score after 1. On EA Sports.
Yellow. Body. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check 3. Check 3. Check 52.
Here's West. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Attack! First down, Chiefs.
Mike Fofo.
On first down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a give, right side. It's West looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
And some room to roam now. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. This is West. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. KC got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, "Oh no, I'm keeping my job." But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Let's go one more. Check 99. Check 99. 12. Go.
Throwing on third down. Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. Play action. It's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball? Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yellow.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, watch it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hill, the intended receiver once again. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Looking long for Westbrook. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
44, Mike, 44. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Monday. 11Z. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Hey, Haywood.
3rd and long. It's Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. The open man is Westbrook. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
And
he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his first career touchdown in his first career game as they are able to cut into that lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Right, 622. Go.
Now Fournette. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 37-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Bang, 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 bang.
Again, it's Fournette. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
You better. Come on. Hey, team 6. Shit.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Oh, they
flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Check. Okay, double up. Fopo's the mic. Mike's Fopo. You got nothing in there.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Yellow. 80 weapon.
And first down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. 25 yards that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now West. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On the ground, it's West again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
I got him. Back to mine. I got him.
Ripley.
They go play action here on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
12. Hey, high 7.
Throwing is locked. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. I'm here all day. Check 24. Watch Twiz.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
44's mic. Check.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll run it again with Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Love. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to sling this deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Point after, right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette, and he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Fournette. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Bravo!
Now it's Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
44. Silver. 44 is the mic. 40. Go. Target.
Luck now to throw. And now this is going to be a safety. Oh, my goodness, in the final minute, down 2, and now we're looking at overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one. Come on.
First throw in overtime for Love. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
12. Hey, exit.
Popo's the mic. Mike's Popo.
Check.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, check. Hey, wahoo!
44. Mike, 44. Check the outs.
On 4th down, Love. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
They'll run with Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now?
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On second down, here's Fournette. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Running left, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jags, it was a game that could have gone either